We're headed into Damiano. The island's a lot bigger than I thought. I'm not sure 2 days is going to do it justice, but we will try. This is taken from the other side of the ferry. Very beautiful. So we're trying to figure out where to go. Both those signs said Metro Drive. I've never seen that on a street corner. I got 2 workouts in 12 hours, I want everyone to know. We're on the way to Tofino. It's probably the worst road we've been on as far as curves and up and down and road condition. But this is construction. I think they've stopped it going both ways because every once in a while we see a whole clump of cars come our way. We had a motorcycle fall over in front of us. There were 2 of them on there. So then they let the other side go. Anyway, this is a beautiful view. We finally made it to Tofino. We're here at the end of the Trans-Canada Highway. I'm not sure what that is over there. They've got some geo housing of some sort. We're down here at the dock. Ken's down there in his green shirt. It's really beautiful here. Here's a view from the dock. Tofino itself is probably about 5 blocks by 5 blocks. It's a plane taking off. This is the RV pay parking lot. Luckily, we have a 19-foot camper van. There's houses out on these little islands. To park here, you need an offshore parking permit. We're going to try out Tofino Brewing Company. I think that's affordable housing. Just a garage. It's a pretty nice brewery. And they have beer garitas for Larry. We're at Tofino Beach, the one down Lynn Road. They're out here surfing. There's a lot of wood that's washed up on the beach. This is Kennedy Lake again. We're going back through our construction zone. They're trying to widen this road for the truckers. I think it's a 2-year project. We've decided these are giant cedar trees. It's Saturday evening. I think it's about 9:30. It's the longest day of the year. We only drove about 250 miles today, but they were brutal ones. Probably the worst ones of our trip. So we thought we'd just come down to the water and enjoy the evening. Hope you've been enjoying our movies. We're on a little hike this morning. It's Saturday. We're going to the Elk Falls, and there's a suspension bridge. Lots of down trees in here. I think they're all cedar. We're going out on a suspension bridge. I think it's actually pretty sturdy. I don't really feel it swaying. There's the waterfalls. This is the other side. So it's not really that bad. It's a big tree. It's a really nice walk down. This is a view from the top. Ken thinks we should go over here and swim a little bit. This is from a different viewing platform. So we read a little storyboard. They're going to dump gravel in here, and it's for the salmon to spawn. We're at the Campbell River Salmon Hatchery. They had some nice storyboards inside, but these are all empty, so I'm not really sure what's going on. We haven't seen anyone working. They must have some in here, I don't know. We're at the village of Sayward. They got a little logging operation going on here. I think this boat's trying to organize these logs, and I'm not sure which direction they're going to pull them. This boat is pulling this entire chain of logs. It's just the one in the middle moving. I'll hold it steady here so you can see. You can see how the sections are chained together. I guess they're going to take them down the river to a sawmill. It's now about 2 hours later, and they're just about all gone. He's still working on those. It's now about 3:15 and we're needing to leave. So this is where they ended up. He's probably got one more row to do. There's a whole bunch more up on land. I think they just keep trucking it in. That was a bunch of logs piled up. They're all just waiting to go down the river. This is an old wooden bridge outside of Sayward. You have to trigger the light to go over the one-lane bridge. This should be our last Canada evening, so we decided to come down by the water and have an adult beverage and have some leftovers from last night. Some pasta and some focaccia bread and some peas out of a can. Anyway, this city's probably one of my favorite livable cities we've been to. We got a little lighthouse over there. We've got the water, we have the mountains, we have the snow on top, and then the clouds. Great biking paths around the island. I went to church today. It was almost like a Broadway musical, but overall this has been a great visit to Canada. It's Sunday morning. We're outside Buckley Bay. This is a view from our campsite last night. And we're headed to Victoria and then back on the ferry to Port Angeles. We're taking a couple side trips today. This Qualicum Beach. It's just really a rocky beach. Maybe they have sand on down where she wanted me to go. We have a nice little downtown here. This is some residential heading back to the highway. The city guys working on the weekend on the little roundabout, the flowers.
Exit the roundabout.
They call liquor stores liquor agents here. We just saw a sign, you probably missed it. We're in Duncan, BC. They have a walking tour of totem poles. I don't think we're going to take them all. There's something, I'm not really sure what that is. We got Martin Clothing over here, and we're going to go find Kenneth Avenue. We saw it driving in.
That's correct.
We're at the corner of Kenneth and Canada Avenue. There's several totem poles down here at the old railway station. Each of the totem poles have a story. So this is the feast. This is about the raven's gift. The pole of wealth and transformation. Have some lovely flowers here. Several more totem poles. There's a really tall one. This is one of their crosswalks. We're on Cowichan Bay Road in Cowichan Bay. This is down at the wharf. We're here at Barnes Harley-Davidson in Victoria. No trip would be complete without a stop at the Harley store. I'm in the Harley bathroom. They've got the old-fashioned towel here on a roll. I haven't seen that in a long time. They got a whole basket down here of replacement towels. Buy your tickets there. It's a lovely neighborhood. Kind of looks German there. I thought my sister Joan would like this. It's called Joan Crescent. other side, but the sun's kind of in the way. This is the Mile Zero Monument. We're down by the water. It's a circle drive, just to give you some idea. There's Terry Fox. We're down at the water. They're windsurfing here. It's kind of a windy day. It should be an interesting ferry ride. We're taking the sightseeing route around the island. These houses have $1 million views. The road's a little bumpy. I was zoomed in a little bit there too. I'm not sure the camera does all this justice, but they are $1 million views. Ken thinks I'm trying to be a realtor. We have a golf course on the water. That'd be quite the water hazard. This is the marina. This is down in the sunken garden. And just look at all these. This is the Star Pond. It's a big old building. I'm not sure what it is. We're back in Victoria. We're headed to the ferry. We're going to Port Angeles. Going south this time. And we got our ticket. We just have to wait till 6 o'clock when customs comes around. Black Ball Ferry Line, cohoferries.com. This is the rollingbarrel.ca. It's going around town. I think they're drinking on it, but they're playing Michael Jackson's Beat It. This is the ferry we're getting on. Coho Ferry. We're on the lower deck of the ferry. Got mobile homes over here. Oh, the golf bags are right here. Wow! So, this is a pretty good view of Victoria right here. Actually, one of the better ones that we've had. That big building I was wondering about is called the Empress. Here's another view from the other side of the ferry. These people are all going through customs. They just came back from Port Angeles, where we are headed. We've got the Best Western Plus. We got the Hotel Grand Pacific, and we've got the capital over there. Victoria is the capital of BC. Everything on the sea is really. This is the other side of the ferry. We got some floating houses here. I'll zoom in a little bit. Here's where the bike goes. So there's an observation deck up above, and then this one. We got music now. They got a song for the Black Ball Ferry, I guess. It's not nearly as bad on this side. They said there were some whales out here. A little closer here. The winds have calmed down quite a bit. Yeah, when I was out before, I thought I was going to get blown off.
This isn't bad at all.
Oh.
She won't come out here. She gets a tear.
This is the Coast Guard station.
Yes.
Port Angeles. Yeah, this ship's a little old, but anyway, this will end our movie on our vacation to Vancouver Island. Hope you've enjoyed watching.